we found a bill for roads only of 940 billion. So what we have done is that from the taxes we have been collecting, we've gotten a few contractors back on site by paying them a little to get back on site. The president has traveled to all manner of countries, and I saw press people criticizing those journeys. Those journeys are not for holiday. They are not for picnic. It is serious resource mobilization. We are trying to look for cheap financing from our bilateral partners, China, the US, and others. And we already have got a good agreement with the IMF and World Bank, at least to get some money, if nothing else, to complete all the roads that had been started. And I want to assure you that we have got a good plan, and we have very positive indicators that we are going to get the necessary finance to make sure that all these Mau roads, including the one of Mheshimiwa Wandeto, Dunyujero Ihithe, they are all completed on time. And I want to say that is on the plan. Again, there are contractors here who did water dams, who did water ponds. Again, there are many pending bills that we found. And we are saying ourselves as a government, we are a responsible government. When you take over a company, you business people know. You take over the assets and the liabilities. We took over government, we took over State House, we took over the residence of the Deputy President, we took over Harambee House, we took over Jogo House, but we also took over debts. Those are our liabilities. And what we have done, and you business people know, it is honorable to pay your debts. Many people thought we are going to default. We have no intention whatsoever to default our debt obligation. And we have started paying. And business people here would know, although paying debt may not look like a very positive thing, all of you who own business know that being able to honor your loan on time is an achievement. Isn't it? And that is what we have done, despite having a difficult situation that we found in. We have paid our debts as per the agreement. In fact, earlier this year, there's a time salaries for civil servants were late by almost 6 days. It is because we chose first to pay debts that had matured ahead of paying the civil servants. Because as a responsible government, we must honor our international obligations, irrespective of which administration incurred those debts, because they were incurred on behalf of the Republic of Kenya. So I want to give you an assurance. Much as we are trying to put things together, we have an obligation internationally to honor our debts. That is why we are trying to tighten the revenue collection. And I want to give you an assurance. Much as you are paying taxes, those taxes must be used for the purpose for which they have been collected. There before, there has been a lot of leakage, corruption, mismanagement, misappropriation of public funds. President William Ruto and his government has committed that all taxes collected must be used for the purpose for which they were collected. Again, on a positive note, the president has made many international trips. He has met many presidents. Today, we met the president of Angola. That's why I was late. The other day, we met the president of South Africa, and we were able to negotiate. Today, as we speak, Kenyans do not require a visa to go to South Africa. As a result of engagement with the world, and President William Ruto has received more than 10 heads of state, and he continues to go out to meet other people. We have sent the right signals to the international community. As a result, there is investor confidence. And the result is very clear. Today, as we speak, our hotels in the Masai Mara, in Mombasa, and no other tourist destinations are full because tourists are coming to Kenya. And that is a very positive indicator, given that we have had foreign currency challenges. The more tourists come to Kenya, the better for the economy. But now elections are over. I have on record inviting the 13% to come, we work together for our region, for our country, because there is no enmity, there is no quarrel, there is nothing. The election is just like a sport, and you shouldn't take it beyond there. And that is why the president and I made a conscious decision, even after a heavily contested election, and we had a very quarrelsome campaign for several years. Many people hurt us or did something wrong against us. But as we said, elections are over. That's why nobody who did not support us, who was against us, has ever been pursued by KRI, by the criminal justice system. Not us. We have no business. Everybody voted the way they want because it's democracy. In any case, if everybody votes the same way, the election is not sweet. An election should be contested so that you can utamu, so that even after you win, you feel you have won. So I want to say, my brothers and sisters, the business people, the professionals, let's work together. Let's have unity of purpose. Let's assist each other and build our country. None of us has any interest about what happened during that time. We are all one people. And I'm asking the people of this region with a lot of humility. We have one president, we have one government for now. Let us all rally behind him, assist him to do his development programs, support him. When the time comes for him to go through an audit, again, you'll have an opportunity to express yourself whichever way you want. That is the essence of a democracy. So from our side, the president and I, we are saying, we want everybody to speak the same language. We do development, we do business, we carry out our activities without anybody looking back who voted where, because it's unnecessary, it's unhelpful, and we all want to move in the same direction. I wanted to, and presently you can see another crisis is manifesting around the Palestinians and Israel. And that is not very healthy for matters fuel. Many people have accused the government of escalating the cost of oil. No responsible government can do that. It is only that this is a matter that is beyond our control. And again, if you check, the price of oil here per liter is similar to the price of oil in Uganda, in Tanzania, in Rwanda, in Burundi, and is the same situation everywhere. But people have been telling us to subsidize. If we subsidize fuel today, we'll have to collect that money from somewhere, and we'll have to add more taxation. So we are saying we cannot subsidize fuel because that money must come from somebody, and that money would have to come from the taxpayer. So the situation is global. Again, if I may just tell you, we had borrowed $2 billion, the Eurobond. That debt was not clearly thought out, because as we speak, that debt earns between 16 to 17%. If you do your mathematics, you can see that it is almost impossible. What happens that we are collecting 2.2 trillion per year? Paying the public debt and paying salaries wipes out the whole amount. We are left without any money for development. What does that mean? The only way to do development is either to borrow or to collect more taxes, because public expenditure is funded by the taxpayers. So we find ourselves in a tight space. But this situation is not unique to Kenya. is a global phenomenon as we speak. So we are asking the people of Kenya to exercise understanding that no government wants to levy taxation on people that they cannot pay. But a government also must meet certain obligations. Today, as we speak, the chairman, you have spoken very well here, and I'm very happy about it. Why people must join this golf club and come and play golf? Because we have the dual carriage coming from Marua, or from Keno all the way to Marua, and we are going to have a loop coming through Nyeri town so that we don't kill Nyeri town, through Kimathi to go and join Narumoro all the way to Isiolo. We have Mau Mau roads. We have so many other infrastructure projects that were started by the previous administration. The truth of the matter, these members of parliament can tell you, those roads stopped 2 years before